Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sick. Yeah, dude. You got kicked out of a band?
Yeah.
Let's start there.
Okay, so when I was 18, fucking my roommate, or not my roommate, my cousin started a band with like a few people we went to school with,
Uh-huh.
and then like he got kicked out early. So I think he has his GED or something, but like he went through
School.
all
You got
that.
kicked out of school early.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought
And
you
so they just started a band, and then they were like playing local shows. And I mean, at freshman year of college, and you're like, my life dream is to be in a band. And you're like, did you learn how to play an instrument? Fuck no, I didn't. So like they were just like, yeah, we got a bass. I was borrowing one.
knew it. I knew it was good. I knew it was going to be a bass.
And then, well, I mean, I feel like every band, either they have a terrible bass player or they have, like, the bass player is the best in the band.
Right.
I feel like it's one or the other.
There's like 18 real bassists, and then there's a bunch of guitar players that couldn't fit in any band, so they became a bass player.
Dude, I just showed up one day, and, like, there's another guy there, and he has a bass. And I'm just like, what's going on? They're like, well, you're out of the band. But hey, you've been taking photography classes as an elective. Can you take our promo?
No fucking way.
Yeah, that's how this all started. My cousin kicked me out of his band and was like, well, you got a camera right now. You can take photos. And then 15 years later, like, I'm still fucking taking photos. I need to do more promos of his band now.
That would... Are they still a thing?
Dude, it's Dispositions.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's the dadcore band.
So it's a good thing you got kicked out.
Dude, I love Disposition so much. Dude, it's the rowdiest show ever.
Really?
I'm just like...
Bunch of drunk dads.
Yeah, it's... Zaylen's just like, let me find the closest thing. I'm gonna climb on top of it, and then I'm gonna scream at the whole... Like, even if it's, like, not a big show... Yeah, it's biggest cowboy hat ever. But fucking, he just, like... climbs up and like there was a show with probably 20 people there and he's like, I need y'all all fucking here. He's like, you don't get it. If I jump down this, and I will die.
And
so
I am.
yeah. So get over here.
Real Dillinger escape plan shit.
Exactly. Reminds me of the Chariot back in the day too.
Yeah, well.
The glory days.
Yeah, the good old days. One can hope and wish, and it'll never happen. Dude.
We'll get another Furnace Fest surprise, I'm sure, at a certain point.
Not that one. It'll be not that one for sure.
When it's the final Furnace, they bring the Chariot out. That's how you know it's.
I think a dump truck full of money. I don't think he would do it. I really don't.
I don't know. I saw the White Stripes change their profile picture to him and her the other day. So if that's coming back, and that may happen, the Chariot.
Yeah, but they get millions of dollars when they come back. They don't get $10,000 one time. You know? For him, it's not like I don't fucking know. Nothing. Jack White's more talented than the White Stripes, like his music. It's like a little more complicated.
I still haven't seen him live.
I haven't either.
I know.
Never caught him. I've seen a lot of bands, not that one. But they don't come here.
I mean, he's got 30 bands though. He's always like, it's always a new one every year.
He does dope ass vinyls. I know that.
Yeah.
You ever seen that one where like, depending on where you put the needle, it plays a different song of like not in the grooves like sectioned out, but like grooves in between grooves. It's like swirly. Yeah, he's wild, dude. That dude is crazy. I love it.
I feel like there's someone that buys that and never knows that, and then one day they just like go to put it on and start freaking out. It's like, I'm having a stroke. I thought this was the White Stripes.
How was that tour, dude?
Dude, it was the most chaotic. It was so much fun, but like, arenas are just fucking chaos. Because like, we had a 25-minute set. Well, we had a 30-minute set and ran 25 minutes, but like, I'm doing photo and video each night.
Yeah.
So it's just dead sprint, like the whole set. It's just like, all right, start off in the pit, then get on stage, back down to the pit, start taking photos, go back upstage, take photos, now sprint to the back of the crowd, go get some stage shots, and then like they have a lot of strobes, so it's like you get to it, and depending on what song you get there, you're like, I kind of fucked myself. Like now I'm just playing a waiting game for these strobes just so it'll blow out. But
as the Roach.
Dude, it was the most fun tour ever.
I can imagine.
Like, Papa Roach is the most friendly group of human beings I think I've ever met.
That's good.
Like, his name's Father Roach now. It's the
Father Roach.
Father Roach.
Why wouldn't
Daddy
it just
Roach.
be Papa Roach?
No, he's the
Papa.
father. He's the father. No, Jacoby is just like genuinely the nicest human being you'd ever meet. Because I don't know. You know, I'm the media guy for the opening band.
Right.
And y'all are playing an arena. I don't expect to be acknowledged.
Right.
So I'm just like, I know my place. I know where I'm at on the food chain.
I'll just shut up. And
Yeah,
stand over
exactly.
here. Can I have some scraps, sir?
Yeah. And then the very first day, I'm just like walking past, and it's Aaron and Tim are talking to Tim and Jacoby. So it's like, oh, little, you know, all the bands over here. It's the first day, and I'm just like, I don't really know most of these people. I don't want to just walk up and like take a photo. And then I just hear Jacoby's like, photo guy, do your job. And I was like, okay. And he was just like, oh, I'm giving you shit after that. He was like, but thanks for the photo. He's like, I'm excited to see it. And then like after that, every single day, he would just like stop me in the hall for like 5 minutes. Hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, it was just kind of crazy for him to like actually take the time to like have a conversation and keep up with you. And then he's got all the dad jokes too. So, I mean, it's even better. But like, even to the point of one day, Aaron Gillespie's son was out with us, and he has a band. And they're all singing in the hall, and, you know, it's like a bunch of 13-year-olds sitting in the hall. And apparently Jacoby comes down over there, and he's just, like, sitting there talking to him for, like, 15 minutes, and Aaron's in the shower, and, like, comes out of the dressing room. He's like, hey, you don't have to, like, talk to him if you don't want to. And he's like, I need you to shut up and go back in there. And he's just like, I'm hanging out with the cool kids right now. So it's just like kind of cool that like and we had experiences like that with all those members. So it was just like really nice to be like, oh, there's bands that are at this level that are just like, oh, I'll stop and talk to anyone, like a naturally caring person.
It's always nice when it's like that, man.
Yeah.
Because it's the worst when it's not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I've met some real stinkers. It gets bad, and then when you're and you have to travel with them too. That's God, I could not imagine having to go on the road with someone who's not cool.
Dude, I've always wondered because there's like bands I've been out with where it's bands that go on before are really cocky and uppity, and I'm just like. You know that the band that's playing right after you is very nice to all their fans doing all this. I was like, and, you know, look at your merch sales.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, take the hint. Look at them. Like, be nice. These people are paying for you to do your dream and your job. Like, be gracious to them.
I mean, other than that, even if it wasn't that, like, imagine they're all there for free. It's still supposed to be fun. You're playing rock and roll, dude. For a job.
Exactly.
What the fuck are you mad about?
Exactly.
It's wild. Or anyone in that room is doing their passion for the most part.
Yeah.
You know, the guy climbing up and hanging fucking lights, probably not his passion, but hey, he's contributing. It does pay well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I found out what an LD made last tour for that. And I was
then,
like,
I immediately started Googling degrees.
Yeah, I'm just like, man, I messed up.
Uh-huh.
I could...
Full about 30 grand, but you'll make a fortune if you make the right connections, which you have some pretty good ones at this point.
Is Full Sail actually legit?
Oh yeah, legit enough.
So they're not degrees; they're just certificates through Full Sail. But most people, like in the industry, know like you like the shit.
Yeah.
It's not a college.
The thing is like all it does is prove that you did something. To somebody who's a fucking seasoned veteran, they're gonna look at that and go, "Yeah, cool." Everyone else does too, but. It's
That's
better
what
that
my degree got demoted down to.
It's better that you can come in and at least know how to turn the fucking thing on, and they can teach you everything that they don't like that what they taught you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know. But the same is true with almost any, not blue collar, but like field like that. You know, it's like you're gonna learn one way, and then they're gonna go, "Fuck, that's stupid. Do this instead."
Dude, I barely know how to operate a camera. I feel like most of the time.
I feel like that's not true. We've seen your Instagram, dude. Did it hurt when you got hit by all them people, dude? It looks like they tried to eat your fucking head.
Bro, that was the worst.
They really put you up to that one. Was it your idea?
Yeah, unfortunately. Like, we were just spitballing because like they were like, hey, we're doing an ad campaign. We need to like come up with something unique and this and that. And they were like, well, Jacob did her last one and then showed me that. And I was just one of those. I love Jacob so much. Jacob's one of those people that I don't like having to follow just because he's so good.
This is their other content guy? The guy
Yeah,
that did the last
Jacob.
run?
What's Jacob's? Moines?
Moines?
He's out with Mayday Parade right now.
Sick.
too,
I know those
doing
guys.
He's doing their stuff for the 20 year, but like Jacob's just so good. And I was just like, fuck. So I was just like sitting there spitballing. I was like, how do I do something as good as Jacob? I'm like, what if I do something that I know Jacob probably wouldn't do?
Right, yeah.
And so like I was just making a joke about it. I was like, we can just do a human sacrifice. And word for word in the meeting.
I offer myself as tribute.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was just like, what if we have a vinyl and we make them like fight for it?
Jesus.
And so we had to do it twice, which was the worst
What?
part. Yeah. So the first night I had it up and I'm holding it up in the air above me. He's like, here's our signed vinyl. The first person to get it, and then someone just runs up straight behind me and just rips it out of my
Didn't say
hand.
when.
Yeah. Oh, dude. No, the kid commented on the post too and was like, I got it the night before. And he's like, yeah, you're the reason we have the 1, 2, 3. And then he was just like, well, you live and you learn, I guess. And I was just like, oh, I hate this kid
Thanks
so
for
much.
the free shit.
Yeah, thanks for the free shit. And I was like, oh, you're the worst. I'm just like, this is why no one likes doing social media anymore.
Uh-huh.
It's just,
Yeah, literally everyone hates it.
yeah. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Even bands that I work with that are good at it are just like,
They're all burned out. I've talked to so many. All the ones that come through, you just have a small conversation real quick, and you're like, oh, yeah. And you're like, I fucking hate this. So stupid. You don't get to be a musician anymore, because now when you're at the thing, you don't get to, like, noodle on your guitar. You got to be like, what kind of thing can we do? What's fun or goofy or whatever? You got to constantly be making fucking ideas every fucking day. Blah. Then they hire guys like you.
I mean, I've been lucky for the most part for the like 2 social media that like these past 2 tours for their social media from Ashes to New is very like straightforward about, hey, we want this, we want this, we want this, we want this. And so it's just checking off boxes.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's really easy, and they love live reels. So it's just like, all right, pick the song for the night and just I'm slinging the camera back and forth.
Right.
But then it's just compilation reels. So it's not
Super simple.
Yeah, it's super simple. And then Underoath, that was just kind of wild because they're like, kind of do whatever. We trust you. And I was just like, oh my God. I was like, that's dangerous.
Did they give you a budget?
Not a budget, just like, hey, just make videos.
Just make videos?
Yeah,
Okay.
they were just more emphasis on their, like, we have live stuff. We just, like, don't need a ton of it. They're like, we want to see what the band is, like and behind the scenes. So it's just, like...
A lot of behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yeah, so, I mean, most of my content I got every day would be, like, an hour and a half before the set. And just leave a speaker in there with, the band, and, like, it would just all unravel. It just turned into, like, a bro mosh session of just, like... And just everybody screaming at each other.
Yeah, I'm sure they're stoked.
Oh,
I mean, they're on this crazy ass tour. Are they going back on it?
Yeah. Back out in the fall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're doing festivals all this summer, which kind of sucks because like Sonic Temple in Rockville, they're in corresponding days from me. So I was just like, they're there the day before at Sonic Temple, and then they're going to be there the day after at Rockville, and then I have to fly straight out from Rockville back home to go get a passport so I can...
Canada?
And a place I can't talk about yet. Once it actually happens,
Yeah, that's
I
good.
can talk about it, but like, it will be like Europe.
Oh, sick.
So, fingers crossed.
Never been. You ever been?
No.
Oh.
I've been told France is pretty fucking great.
Have you ever left America?
No.
No?
No.
Not either end?
No.
Huh.
I'm the king of procrastination.
Sure.
I just never go get my pass. I've been being told to get it for, 10 years now because of the candidates. So, like, most of the time when we're out on the candidate stuff, I'm just like, they're like, well, we got to ditch this merch somewhere, too, because they don't want to pay taxes on it. So I'm like, I've always, like, stayed at a hotel or, like, a homie's house with all the merch. And, yeah, after we weed it into, all our individual luggage bags and using as padding for the fucking drum kit. He's just cramming these shirts and selling up wrinkled shirts in Canada.
Poor Canadians. They get
They'll be fine.
all the snickle fritz. Just wash it, dude.
Yeah.
Why does this shirt smell like lumber?
Why does it smell like stage carpet?
Oh, dude. It's the most vile fucking thing in the world, dude. Nothing nastier than an old drum rug or an old piece of stage carpet. God. Barf. That looks fun, dude. Looks like you're having a good time at least.
Oh, yeah. It's been fucking great. And then, like, I don't know, last night was the first night that I was just like, I hate this venue. It's awful. Great show, but, like...
Can you say the venue? Probably not.
I don't know if I should or not.
Yeah.
He was in Arkansas last night.
Contractually, you probably shouldn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably not. Yeah, you're probably right.
It's just
Did
like...
you have a photo pit last night? 'Cause usually they don't.
No, I had a photo pit, but it was very awkward.
They gave
I
you
don't
one
know.
little
There was
spot.
like a barrack. They had like a photo pit for the subs, and then
Okay.
it was a photo pit around that.
Yeah.
So I'm just like the whole time to
You're just
get
getting
like
your
good
heart
shot.
knocked out of your fucking chest the whole time you're taking photos. Yeah.
Just like that metal bar is just
Uh-huh.
digging into my soul.
Fun.
Oh,
Fun.
I spent probably a song up on the balcony,
Yeah.
but like I don't. Here's the thing: I suck at crowd shots. I feel like I suck at the like depthy crowd shot. Like everybody else can get that super well.
Spoken like a true artist. I feel
Oh,
like
no,
I
I
suck
know
at
what
this
I
thing
suck
that I'm
at.
really good at.
No, I think that there's things that you like.
I've
you're
never
good at,
I've never
and then-
once looked at one of your pictures and went, dog shit. You know?
Dude, I do that every night.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah.
Like that's me at my like playing music. Like for me, it's like, yo, you missed the note, you stupid motherfucker, you. You play these songs all the time. It goes perfect. Then you're in front of people and you fuck it up.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, like last night, I was just like, I don't know if it's the venue or anything, but I was like, the colored lights are just so brutal tonight. I also was a few beers deep last night when I was editing. So, I mean, tit for tat.
Sure. Things.
Yeah.
You're an adult.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
I had an off day today, and I was like, "Oh, I need to." I was like, "I'm so tired, dude."
So who are you out with right now? I don't even think I know.
From ashes to new?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I jumped. I was home for like 3 days off that Underoath tour, and then
Just
jumped
right through
straight into this.
Damn.
And then I jump off for 2 days after this, and then I'm out with the candidates and Slow Tide.
You are working, dude.
And then I have a week off.
Oh, is that when you get the passport?
No, I have to get the passport next week.
Oh,
Yeah.
He has to get the passport.
that's
Yeah. Should've
that's
got that.
quick, dude. You gonna do the same day one? Just pay the extra?
No, I'm just gonna get expedited. It's like 2-3 weeks is what they said, but you have to like apply 2 to 3 weeks before you leave.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, I'll be on tour then, so I'm about to just
You gotta do it
grovel.
in person?
Well, I haven't been home.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that sucks.
I know. So I'm setting up an appointment.
I never had to make a passport, so I don't know how this works.
I
know if
don't
you have to,
either.
like, be
That's the
there.
best
Yeah.
part. Like they're just like, you need a birth certificate and all this shit, and I was like,
You're like, a what?
I was born
Social
under-
Security card? Who the fuck has that? Not an adult.
What do you mean I
Are
need
you an
a green card?
adult?
I was born here.
I'm not an adult, dude.
I'm not either.
I'm very bad at it. All things like decent and adult-like, I'm just fucking. Bleh. I just get glazy-eyed. Just start going, huh?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I packed all my shit when I got home and put it in a storage space. So like, I'm not even living
Well, in
anywhere.
case
Right
I
now.
was like, in case you just like forgot to pay your, or you're just not paying for anything. You're just like,
Yeah,
I'm
I mean, I'm not
going
going to be home till end of July. So I was just like, why am I going to pay rent
That's
somewhere?
freedom, dude.
And then September to probably Thanksgiving. Like, I'm going to be out. So I'm just like,
Fuck it.
I-
Stay at mom's house or whoever.
I'm honestly trying to book out August. And
Oh,
just like,
just fuck it. Just be
you
gone.
do full year, just do a full year of just no bed, only bunk.
Going full Metallica, dude.
Yeah.
Just always on tour.
I mean,
Could be worse.
I mean,
You're young,
Like,
right?
33.
Yeah.
I still got a few more years.
Yeah, you got it.
So I was just,
Just
like,
stack that money up.
exactly.
Do that fucking shit. Stay homeless and just stack money until it's like, damn, now I don't need any of this shit. Bye.
It's like next year, I'm just gonna be busting out an FX6 in the pit, like every single time. Like, oh yeah, I'm doing video, cute.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, I've been told my favorite thing is like seeing all the EDM festivals, and then right after you see a bunch of like used FX6 barely used, like,
Uh-huh.
and
I
I-
mean, you can get a red for like $3,000 now.
Wow, so affordable.
For a red,
What a
that's
great
crazy.
For-
fucking price.
for a red that is cheap.
Yeah, I get it. They made a phone too.
So
You gonna get that?
No,
no,
God,
no, that thing was
Well,
a piece of shit.
Who's it? Nikon like acquired, bought out Red.
Right.
So like I feel like in like 5 years, like everybody right now is Team Sony. I feel like depending on how Nikon handles it,
so far, all they've done is they put out a red.
I
and
mean-
put Nikon mount.
That's like,
maybe they're just like they're doing science stuff in secret. Like,
If they
yeah.
put
I
that
mean, you.
technology into their Nikon cameras,
yeah.
No,
you might
I'm-
be on something.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't, because you would just clean up the market. Their cameras would actually be bought.
Depends on where they put the technology. If they're gonna keep funneling into red, or if they're gonna make them all go to,
Maybe they'll stop using
Nikons.
Sony sensors.
you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they just buy the talent. They'll purchase a whole company just for the people that work there.
Yeah,
It's like
I don't know. I'm
had
very
your R&D department.
pro Nikon when it comes to like film stuff.
Yeah.
But honestly, like if you're going that, Fuji's always a little bit better in my
Sure.
opinion with film. It's just because you get all those colors.
They are good.
Yeah.
I like them.
Like film.
Yeah, like I just feel like Fuji just has a better like color
Just
scheme.
clarifying that you don't mean video.
No, I don't.
Nikon's asked for video.
I'm safely assume that.
Yeah.
You know, it's everything is bad but Sony.
That's true.
In my
Amen.
opinion.
Amen.
You can like whatever you want to like.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
You sure can.
We're elitists in this house.
Yeah.
We're toxic.
Yeah. Yeah. God, burn the rest of it to the ground. Yeah, sorry, I keep staring outside. I love the fucking view right now.
Dude, it is.
And I'm
pretty fucking
incredibly tired.
insane.
I worked all day, and I'm just like, I raced over here. I've had time to do exactly nothing.
Dude, no, I slept in a bed earlier for the first time in like 6 weeks. So it was, it was magical. I just like, I laid down there. I was like, I'm not going to take a
Did
nap.
your spine cry?
I just woke up and my body's in shock. I'm like, dude, there's little mattress pads in the bunk. And it's not like the bunk is bad at all.
Sure.
It's just like,
But it's a lot, you know?
yeah, you're just in like, it's like one of those isolation pods that I think of, like when you see the people they talk about where they do like the deprivation tank.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what the fucking buses, but like they're just shaking it the whole time.
The whole fucking time. Are you in a full size bus? Or are you on a bandwagon? What is
We're
it?
on a full size.
Full size? Nice.
So it's not, but I have top bunk, so it's like I get rocked to sleep every night. But now it's like I've gotten so used to that like it's weird when I lay on a bed, like I'm just like it's not moving. Like
my body needs gyration.
I know, dude. And it's either that or like I don't have to. I think the worst part of sleeping on a top bunk is I've cracked my phone screen again.
Of course.
Just because, everything falls out of it. I feel bad. Like
you don't have like a little you don't have like a little netted like little.
No, we don't have a little papoose in our. We don't have a bunk papoose. But the last one we did. But this one.
What about you? Have you fallen out yet? You're kind of slender. I feel like you could just take a turn too quick and fucking out goes you.
Dude, I feel like that would be the end of me with a drop like that. Like I'm just gonna break a hip at 30.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I thought this is how you're supposed to go at like 70, but no.
No, you'll be fine. You got plenty of good life left in you. You'll heal.
No, about once a week I get, hey, your vape dropped in the middle of the night. So there's always that. But like I almost dropped my laptop the other day out of it too. Yeah.
Shit. That's
And I think
expensive.
the worst part was I left the card in the little side loader. It was caught. Nothing's wrong.
Damn. I think you need to invest in a net. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, if
Just your
anyone
own.
happens to see this, that didn't happen.
Just your own net.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, okay, but like I have my camera strapped to my gimp harness. Like I just take my gimp harness off. That's the only thing to call it. That's what it feels like. And I just like cram that in, and then I hook one end underneath the pad on the back corner. Because like I am, I don't know. I've lost shit on tour, like just from like a case being left out.
Yep.
Not even my fault. So like I keep my camera bodies on me all the time.
Fuck yeah. Don't rely on nobody else.
Oh, I almost got in a fist fight with the airport when I was like flying over here because they were like, "Oh, well, you can't put your bag in the overhead." She made me check them, and I was just like, "Ah."
You fucking what airline was it?
Southwest.
Okay. Not the
Yeah.
worst one. It could be worse.
Dude,
Or United.
I like American.
Yeah.
American's my favorite.
Yeah.
You get the where are the Biscoff cookies? Oh, dude, that's my favorite. That is why I love American is those Biscoff cookies.
It's not about less layovers or more flights into better places.
Oh no, it's
just
American.
fucking
There will be
cookies.
layovers.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
but you get extra cookies from the layover. Like,
I'm tired of these shitty peanuts.
yeah. Well, I felt great about it too because I was so excited about the cookies last time. And apparently the flight attendant, he thought it was cute. So he's like, you get 2 cookies. And I was like, yes.
Hell yeah.
I was like,
bonus.
I'm looking pretty today. I get
You're
extra
like,
cookies.
Gee, thanks. Shucks.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
You shouldn't have.
just
You
give
laugh
a
like
little
this.
giggle, like, oh, no. That was like the best day. Like, because that whole morning, like, started. Oh, yeah. My first day on this tour was a fucking nightmare.
Cool.
Because I was flying in first day. I was like, get to the venue at noon, start all my shit.
Sure.
I wake up at like 4:30 that morning to a massive storm at home. Like we're driving to the airport.
Tennessee?
And it's Texas.
Texas.
Yeah.
Damn,
And-
2 Texas people in fucking 2 days. That's crazy.
Also from Dallas.
Oh,
Also from
yeah,
Dallas.
you had the Enigma Boys.
Yeah.
I love them.
Fantastic. Oh, yeah, same.
They're little sweethearts.
They are.
The little Chariot Juniors.
Little Chariot Juniors.
Yeah,
is a
Little
great way to
Chariot
describe
Juniors.
that. Fantastic live show.
Yeah, oh, dude, so much
Have
fun.
you heard their new song?
No.
I have it.
Oh, you do?
If you want to listen to, they sent it to me yesterday. It doesn't even come out till July. It's a banger. They got a hit on their hands.
Dude, they're so good. And their music videos are fucking good, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you checked them out.
I did one, yes.
Yeah, well, I think it's funny is the person that does their videos is the person that does like a bunch of the advertisement campaigns and stuff for like Top Golf.
Really?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
it's a good friend of mine, Jasmine.
Oh, okay. That's
and
awesome.
like it's just like, but like she's the one that did, I think their last music video.
Yeah.
But I was just like, because me and her were talking about it. She's like, I love to edit videos. She's like, shooting, different story, but she's like, editing, fucking love it. And I was like,
I definitely the opposite there.
yeah.
I like shooting things. I can't stand editing them. Oh my god.
That's how I feel about photos. But like video, I'm all day long. I'm like, I could live in Premiere.
I do prefer video.
Oh.
I prefer doing video. I don't like taking photos anymore.
Same.
Yeah.
Like that's been the weirdest adjustment. Is like these past 2 tours has made me come out of photo retirement.
Right.
And so like, that was like so hard getting out of my head out of that you're just like, I felt so green again. It was not fun.
Imposter syndrome-ish, or like, don't fuck this up, kind of scared?
Bit of both.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, it's one of those, your first day of tour, unless you do rehearsals, like you feel like you're just deer trying to learn how to walk, freshly born, just like,
Which one's the focus?
yeah. And like, I mean, I had the same thing with the first day on this tour when I shot too. It's just like, it's always kind of rough because you're just like, all right, I got to find my spots.
When you're trying to figure out the band too, right?
Yeah,
You're
like
trying
you
to
got
learn
to
each
figure
other.
out their stage moves,
Yeah.
their Tekken moves. That's
Right,
what I
because
thought.
it's generally the same most of the time.
Yeah,
Some bands are crazy and off the wall, but
Yeah.
most are pretty. It's the same show every night.
Yeah, and I feel like every band member has like 3 to 4 like stage moves.
Yeah.
It's like stage, like guitar spin,
Yeah.
or like, your XY right trigger. Like,
I know on this
combo.
he's going to do the sideways headbang instead
Yeah.
of the up and down one. Yeah.
And so there's some of that with Underoath
For sure.
of like, he's like, oh, well, we're going to do more of this song. But like, they're not one of those, hold out for this and we're going to do this. It's more
Right.
like, I've never like, I don't know. It's crazy
Well,
watching them live.
they've been playing together for so long.
Yeah.
You can shoot from the hip and everybody understands.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
speaking telepathy up there. I have it with the guy I play music with. We don't even have to look at each other anymore. You just kind of know.
Oh, yeah.
You can feel it in the air almost. It's the strangest feeling, but it's sick though.
But like the one thing I love about From Ashes to New is each night, like song 3 and 4, they have like a theatrical thing. So the guitar player Lance like wears different masks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm totally blanking on what the song name is, but he comes out and it's like, what's the comic book Dr. Manhattan's in it? The big
Watchmen.
blue-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Watchmen kind of vibes of like the little button, but it's like a white mask with
Yeah.
a blood stain. And he
Okay.
like comes out and starts doing his guitar solo out in the front, and then
So they're really putting on a real show, like a
Yeah.
play-esque type thing.
well, not necessarily that, but there's like some theatrics in
Yeah.
it. And then the second one, the song right after that is Monster and Me, and so he comes
Okay.
out and he has one of those like Asian demon masks.
Oh, yeah.
that has like the horns on
Uh-huh.
the front.
Those things
And
are
then,
sick.
oh, dude, and it's like he's got these little like when the chorus is building up, he's just like dun 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 dun, and then the backtracks there's a little like a pop sound, and he's just standing there and just goes, and so like, and he's got it good to the point where he can do it like so creepy that you're like, yeah, but like, dude, there's so much fun to shoot.
Hell yeah.
Because I mean, I started this tour. I was like, I knew the drummer just from Dallas because he used to live there.
Yeah.
But I never really listened to him. Like, I was
Okay.
like, okay, like, I know what genre they are and this and that. And then I started the tour, and I was like, well, I was even wrong on the genre. Like, but, like, I don't know. Because I explained to them, my music tastes. Because they asked me day one, they're like, what do you listen to? I was like, Sabrina Carpenter, Chapel Road, Charlie XCX.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, Gideon.
Right.
Like,
Yeehaw.
Kublai. Yeah, like I'm just like
I've got a
something.
Gideon koozie down there. It's a boot. It's a cowboy
The
boot. Yeah. Maybe the coolest koozie ever.
I genuinely think Gideon is one of the greatest bands ever. I love them so much.
They're rock and roll for sure.
Dude, they're so much fun.
Yeah.
It's just classic.
We saw
Southern
him. We
rock.
saw him in some weird cult building. It was fucking tight, dude.
Dude, that
Live and Air Force Man.
It was sick. It was a cool spot.
but they're so fucking good.
They are.
I would give my left nut to fucking be their media guy. I would die for that. That's one.
I think you could easily do that.
Nah.
You have a crazy ass resume. You could probably just email them. And
No,
be like,
their
hey.
media guy's really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's fucking really nice guy too. So I was just like, let's keep John in the spot.
It's also hard to replace someone that says, "Yeah, I'll do merch and content."
Yeah, no, I don't want to do merch.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I
not
like
good
doing
with
merch, but I like talking to people.
Dude, I hate talking to people.
Do you?
Dude,
Is this burning you up inside right now?
No, this isn't. I know you, but
Right.
just like.
It was before you came here.
Oh no, I told him, I was like, we need a list of what we're talking about. And he was
This
just
is a
like, no,
campfire,
he's like,
bro.
why don't you say whatever? I was like, that's risky.
Not here. I don't care.
Oh yeah. But dude, I think that's genuine. I think that's the best part of touring is no one ever comes up and talks to you from the crowd each night.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, dude.
It's maybe I have a resting bitch face. I've been told I do.
I definitely do.
Dude,
But
I
it's-
never have anybody ask
it's,
to do that.
I had so many people come up to me doing merch for Norma Jean, trying to get something. Hey, give this to them. I'll just say like, oh, I don't know them like that. I work for the venue, you know. Yeah,
That-
you just kind of got to like skate it, or sometimes it's like the Delta 8 people gave me enough Delta 8 for everyone, and I was like, sick backpack. I still have some of it actually. I don't know if it's good or not, but probably not.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it at this
Yeah,
point.
not that. That was a while ago. They put us right next to them.
It's like a different color at this point.
No, it's the same color. It's sealed. I mean, it's like in a sealed little.
Is it like a gummy or what?
It's a gummy.
Oh.
It's probably still all right. I don't do drugs anymore though.
One way to find out.
You know.
Let's take them
I'm a
all
good
on this
boy.
podcast.
Yeah. We don't want that. I get fucking laughy. Like
Dude.
real giggly. When I get high, I get real giggly.
I feel like I'm that, but if I do edibles, I'm just like, I'm about to
Zonked.
die. Like, I'm just,
Because
I think
they're
I'm-
evil.
They are.
Yeah, I don't like them.
I'm not kidding you. The last time I did a heavy amount of edibles, they just handed me the gummies. And I was like, okay, here's one. And they're like, you want to take another? I was like, sure. So I
Oh,
chewing it.
You didn't question what they were?
No. And then I found
Dude.
out that they were 50 milligrams a piece.
No, see, that's where you.
So
fuck
I
up,
took
dude.
100 milligrams
Yeah,
and we were
see.
driving to the airport. And I wasn't going on a flight. We were dropping someone off. And
Thank
then, like,
God.
but I was with my roommate at the time. He's like, let's go on an adventure. So
And you're
we
just
went
trying
and
not to
gotten
eat your
food.
own lips.
I'm just like, I remember
What?
we were at a restaurant and I'm
dude.
just having a panic attack that I'm just like, my stomach hurts
No
and I
way.
felt the pain connect somewhere else and I have cancer now. Like,
Yeah,
I'm just like,
yeah, for sure.
and then now you're just like going through this wormhole in your mind of just like, this is how I'm going to die.
Yep.
And you're like, then what's it? 50-50, the Seth Rogen movie.
But
yeah.
that's it.
And I'm just like, you know, you're having that sequence in your head. You're like, well, when am I going to shave my head? Like, and you're like, am I going to, like, be all sad about it? Or am I going to be, like, poised about it and just, like, die with dignity? I'm like, I'm not going to die with dignity. I'm like, I don't want to die. Like, and so I'm, like, freaking out. And then we finally, like, leave the restaurant. And I would just look at Subu. And I was just like, we need to go home now. I was like, I need to sleep this off. And so, like, since then, I've just been avoiding edibles.
Yeah.
That was like a year and a half ago, and since
That's
then I'm
good.
just like,
Smart.
I'm too small for them. Like they're violent.
They're just, you know, you have like a whatever, and you're like, oh, I'll just take half. But the whole thing might be in that half. They're dangerous, bro.
Yeah.
And you might just get like the whole fucking edible, like the goo sunk down or whatever, and now you're just eating all of it at once.
All the pocket resin just all resonated. All that evil.
All that evil, dude.
You turn off the
I did
lights and it
150
glows.
milligram one time, and it fucking sent me to the moon.
Yeah.
I was like staring at my hands, like, what the fuck? Never again. I miss like old weed, like from my childhood when it was just dirt,
Yeah.
and it got you a little bit happy. That's all it did.
Dude, well, okay, so my mom's a school teacher, and she was telling me that like they've busted kids with pens there. And I'm like, that's crazy to think of just like a high school teenage kid with a weed pen. Like I started smoking just regular dirt weed in
Yeah.
high school. Like,
Junior high, yeah.
yeah, like, you know, there's steps to the
Give or take.
evolution of trying things.
Right,
and I'm
right.
just like, cool, you're just going to go full on first time expert mode. And she's like, yeah, she's like, some of these kids will like smoke it and they'll freak out. And I was like, yeah, they're ripping a pen. Like, just, I was just like, that's insane. That,
Vapes in school are crazy. My niece was telling me they have vape detectors now in all the
Yeah.
bathrooms. What the fuck?
I kind of want to like visit my mom and just go in there and like set them off on purpose.
It was her!
I didn't do it.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Which would kind of suck because I don't know if I should say this or not, but
It's all on camera.
yeah,
I admit to things I shouldn't admit to all the time on this podcast.
I've had to I've done their career days there,
Nice.
and it's just one of those. I'm like, full day of not being able to smoke, and then you're just like you run to the bathroom, and just like,
Oh, for sure. Well, you're an adult.
so I was
You just lean to the kid and you're like, give up. Everything is bullshit.
I don't know. When I was going to school there, though, I was sneaking off behind our little theater area to go smoke cigarettes. So I'm just like,
Oh, dude, we had so many
I ran
tactics.
track.
Did you really?
I ran track and smoked.
Nice.
But then, I mean, back then it was like, you know, 2 cigarettes like with your friends.
Yeah, 100%.
And now it's just like, you know, if I tried hard enough, I could crush this in a day.
Oh, dude.
it was
Pack,
a
2
pack-
packs.
yeah.
Sometimes 3 packs. It depends on what was going on.
Exactly.
But it's like $30 a fucking day in cigarettes. It was so insane. I have such an addictive personality. I really just go fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
It's
well,
like
this is the best part is because I can't make it through a whole set. Like, I think I'm the worst person I know when it comes to vapes.
I think vapes are worse.
They're
I really do.
they're absolutely
I
horrible.
think I'd rather smoke cigarettes because I've done both, and I vaped. It's all day. You're just
yeah.
nicotine all fucking day, and then when you go back to smoking, you're like, what even is this piece of shit?
Well, the nice part is when you're the content creator for the band on tour, you don't get in trouble in the pit for smoking.
Right.
I abuse that every night. Oh, I abuse the shit out of it.
See this here pass?
Well-
That says I can vape in this motherfucker.
Well, it was like because I got caught doing it, and the guy came up, and I thought he was like, "Well, I was just being cool," and like gave you after like past first 3 songs, and he was like, "You need to get out of the pit," and I just like showed him. I'm like, "I'm doing my job right now. I'm working." He's like, "Oh, well, I'm sorry," and
Yeah.
I was just like, "Thanks."
You're like, you want to hit it? It's
Yeah.
weed.
Yeah, it's weed. Dude, no, it's I don't know, you get a toss up on security guards of either they're, after our experiences at festivals with security guards, I've just learned to like go in there and I make best friends with them immediately.
Best. It's
No.
best to do that.
I just walk up to them right at the beginning. I'm like, "Hey, man, how's it going?" I'll be in and out a lot. And I'm just like, I just walk by and let them know. I'm like, "Hey, guys, I'll just be in and out. If you got to move me. I'm not going to complain." And
They
then,
just pick you up and fucking.
oh, yeah. Most of the time they do. We were at, to be fair, I don't remember any of the dates on this tour. I'm
It's
just
fine.
like, place, location. But we were at this really nice venue, and there was just wall-to-wall, like, shoulder security guards in the pit.
Like just a wall of humans, like,
Yeah.
don't do nothing.
And then they were just like getting mad that like I was like weeding in between them, and I was just like, "Bro, there's only like 6 or 7 like crowd surfers, and they're like coming out up in 2s."
Right.
I was like, "This is like a 5-man job, not 20." Like, just all the way across the pit, and I was just like, it's bobbing and weaving and photoshopping skulls out of portraits that night. You're just like, you ever see like a wildly amazing crowd shot and you just wonder, you're like, how did they get that without a single fucking security guard in the shot? Now I look at it, every single amazing crowd shot,
You're looking for the crop lines is what you're looking for.
I am.
Just boost the contrast
Yeah.
on it. You're like, where is it?
You're like, where are those security guards that fuck up all our photos? And it's always
In their bright t-shirts.
yeah. Or they're just making this leg face, and it's just like, yeah. Sometimes you like go through your photos after the set, and you're just like, what are these fucking security guards doing? because they're just like so out of it or everything. Fucking our last show in Florida on Underoath, there was something going on in the crowd, and I think this is my favorite thing in the world. It's like, oh no, they were trying to get this guy that was drunk out, and they like were crawling over, and he was like trying to like maneuver past them, and he jumped the barricade. So that security guard jumped over the barricade, and he was jumping back, and he got caught up on the barricade and just full send just on the ground. I was like, oh,
ouch.
He died.
Yeah, that hurts.
And then right after that, some guy tried to run up, like jump the barricade and run up on stage. And I thought that I was like at WrestleMania. Because this kid just jumped. And the best part was he was a juggalo.
Yes! Yeah, that is the best part, dude. That fucking rules.
He literally jumps the barricade and beelines it to hit the stairwell. And fucking stage manager catches him first by the shirt. Like, because he sees he was like, I noticed, he's like, you were right beside me on this line of sight. And he's like, then I see a second thing move. And he's like, I immediately turned and grabbed. He's like, because I knew that wasn't you. And he just like, and the kid's like trying to still run up on stage. And that security guard just goes up right behind him and just starts pulling him and literally gets to the barricade and just WWE body slams him over the barricade. And I just... It was me, the guitar tech, and the drum tech are all just like looking at each other like, I think he just killed that dude. We're just, and like the guy got up, he's like, yeah.
Oh, he's
like,
having the best time.
And then he just like got really cocky. He's like, I'm gonna do it again. And I just like look at the security guard. The security guard's just looking at him like, you do it, I will actually murder you this time. Like,
love it.
But dude, that.
Dude.
Florida's just another beast.
Yeah, dude.
Florida shows are
Everyone
wild.
there's cooked. It's too fucking hot. Their brains are all scrambled eggs. It's crazy as fuck there.
It was just a murder box that night.
Was it in Tampa? Was it a home show?
No, it wasn't Tampa. It was
Orlando, Miami,
Pensacola. Pensacola.
Okay,
that's where it was.
Party town.
Yeah,
I think that whole fucking state, really.
Yeah, it is.
It's like 2 miles wide.
It's just like
oceans everywhere.
Yeah, that night multiple times. Like I'm just taking photos, and it's either Spencer or Tim, and I just feel like them walking up. I'm like, oh, they're just getting close and everything, and then I just feel a hand on the back of my neck, and they're just like, just like sling me. I was like, they're being dads on stage. They're like, gotta save my photographer.
Don't die, little one.
Don't die.
Well, at least they were looking out for you.
Oh, dude, they're the greatest band ever. Like I don't know, that was the crazy thing because like it's one of those like don't meet your hero type things, and like I was always so nervous because like I've gotten to work with Spencer over the past year, and I've gotten to work with Aaron at Emo Night, and so I was like, okay, like they're both great, and I was just like something bad has to happen on this tour. There has to be a bad part. There can't be, yeah, like. And 100%, like, I was like, this is crazy because greatest camp to ever exist.
Yeah.
Like, from that to, like, all their texts who they've had for forever and stuff like that. And it's just, like, the perfect little camp.
Hey, man, you've been in the business long enough. You whittle it down. Get the right crew. Everything just kind of works. I'm
pretty excited. It's like, my whole year, too, lined up of, like, there's only one other camp at the end of fall that I might be on the tour. They still haven't confirmed, but like besides that, like I know every single group that I'm going out with this year. So I was like, oh, like this, I don't have to be stressed out. Don't have to be meeting about anybody.
Don't have to meet any new people.
Yeah.
Get all weird about it.
Exactly. Yeah. And then like that last tour, if they end up booking me out for it, they're like, oh, we want 20 photos a day and a 15-second video. I was like,
that's it?
Yeah. I was like, that's
damn
nothing.
I feel like that's almost free. That's crazy.
Right?
Like the average person in the fucking crowd's doing that with their phone. That's wild, dude.
I don't know how to give you over 20 photos.
I know. Well,
We played Saturday. He shot 650 photos of a 20-minute set. I'm like, how the fuck?
I got you beat. Dude,
He did some sick-ass shots, though.
I take 3,000 photos a night.
What the fuck?
I can call all that
I
down.
can fucking punch a hole through a brick wall with this motherfucker.
Dude, no, and I can cull it down in about hour and a half.
Are you just looking at batches and just like understanding like I know what I'm looking for? Or are you sifting through 3,000 fucking photos individually?
Sifting through, just
damn. You must have something going on behind those eyes, huh? Some weird like
Well, I think my worst habit is I'm trying to shoot less because I'll go through and like
to get it in the camera, do it once kind of thing.
Yeah, because like I've been guilty of just like, you get the shot that you were aiming for, and then you immediately turn and you're like, all right, next person, da 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 da.
Right.
And you're like, maybe take 20 more seconds, go find another spot that you haven't hit yet, go find a new angle.
Right.
Because like I don't know, after the first week of tour, you're just like, cool, I've delivered the same photo in the same spot to them 5 to 6 times at this point.
Right.
So like, I think that's the worst. Is like, the longer a tour goes on, the worse you feel.
Keeping it fresh is harder to do.
Yeah, you feel like you're getting worse at your job because like,
especially with arenas because it's all kind of the exact same shit.
Every single night, everything looks the exact same.
Right. It's the space is too big.
Yeah.
So they have enough
And
room
then
to
there's
make it perfect.
a fog machine. So,
Right.
Your back wall's isolated, and you're like, cool, I've got to find... There was that catwalk for that tour was, like, up to here, and then monitors, and then light bars. So I had these, like, little 6-inch pocket windows all throughout there. And it was just... That first, like, 2 nights, I was crying internally. I was like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And then, on top of it, Underoath liked me being on stage. Like, they were like, get on stage and get the shots.
Yeah, that's where they're doing all their dance moves.
Yeah, and so it was just one of those, like, walking out and doing that in an arena, you're just like, oh. Like, it's just so many eyes. And I'm like, again, I'm not a social person. So, like, even visually, I'm just like... Because James and Justin were making fun of me after the Dallas night. They're like, it was funny because you'll run up and you'll be in the zone and you'll like go right behind Spencer, like da 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 da, and like right on the catwalk. And then the moment that I stop, he's like, you would just be like shooting like this, and then you go. And he's like, you're standing in the middle of a catwalk, like there's somewhere to hide. And I was just like, yeah. And then I think the worst was like, I ended up like quit getting on social media and looking at the posts because like at the beginning I was like, it's fun to see like all the live shots and stuff just from like getting on people's stories. And then I'm like, I look like the photo version of the Hunchback of Notre Dame. just like every single time I'd see a photo of me, I'm like, I look
Some
like
weird
a little
fucking
cretin.
stage gargoyle.
Yeah. There's stage cretin.
Posted up. Just
But, dude, that and, like, he jumps off stage every night, too, and then I would just follow him.
Right.
And, like, I feel like I fucked up my foot doing that.
Yeah?
Because I'm just not built right.
You're also probably in a hurry.
Yeah.
Trying to catch the right.
Dude, I ate shit a few times on stage, too. That's where, yeah.
He just was like,
yeah.
now I'm the crazy one.
I think I would feed Chris every night on stage.
Really?
Yeah. I started just as a joke. I would just get like a cookie or something from catering and then just write on
Isn't
generation.
catering the best?
Dude, I miss it so much.
It's the best, right?
Oh, you don't have to pay for
Nothing,
food on
dude,
tour.
it's so awesome.
Even if you don't like it, it's free food that day.
And you'll nibble. Even if you don't like it, you'll be like, let's have like a corner or something.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Well,
I didn't mean to interrupt your story.
No,
catering is fucking
I
rad,
miss
dude.
it so
I
much.
worked a big ass show where they had actual chefs, and they had a semi truck. The whole bitch was a kitchen, and we had to like go and get all this stuff, and they fed us too. And I was like, "This is how y'all live? What the fuck?" Yeah. Whatever they wanted, they would just that day they would wake up and have like a menu of shit that the bands wanted, and we would just go get it. It was amazing.
Dude, I don't even know how to pick what I want to eat most of the time. I'm just like, just put food in front of me. I'll eat it. Like, I'm not picky. No mint.
Do you eat like a bird? Like, you just kind of like...
Dude, I could eat a bird. Like,
You could eat a bird.
I
Hell
could eat
yeah,
a bird.
dude.
Like, I'll try
You have a real
anything.
appetite. You don't look like a guy who eats a lot, so it's like...
I think I would probably, like, cross the line on, like, a cat or a dog. Like, that's maybe, you know, let's stop there.
I mean,
but, like...
Well, we eat lots of birds. Chickens, turkeys, pheasants, all kinds of shit.
I mean, we eat McDonald's. I feel like we eat horse. Like,
You are definitely eating horse.
you have to be eating horse.
Yeah.
You eat a hot dog, that's probably 16 different animals.
There's human DNA in every hot dog, they said, right? Isn't that true? Didn't they do a study? It's like most hot dogs have human DNA in them. It's fine, dude.
It's the factory sacrifice.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
yearly,
it's fine.
The yearly body.
Yeah.
Old Jimmy got
We
thrown.
spread
in
him across all the batches.
The workers are missing just the
Yeah.
top of their index finger.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
It's probably more like because of like hair and spit and whatever else rude things they're doing to his food.
It does say
Dude, you're making hot dogs.
Someone's losing a finger.
Where my wife is from in Oklahoma, do you know the Bar S, the red hot dogs? Everyone knows Bar S, right?
Yeah.
The poor kid hot dog. Those are made where she's from. The whole fucking town, it's a factory town. And in the back of the town sits the hot dog plant. And the fucking smells that come out of that fucking hot dog plant. Like, these people live and breathe these fucking I would do evil shit to the hot dogs too.
Why am I just envisioning like y'all having a hot dog version of it there, and all the kids go missing? All the kids go missing, and they find them in the hot dog factory.
Actually, one of my favorite photos I ever took was in that fucking town of their like closed down news place where like they used to make their newspapers.
Yeah.
It's a sick little town. It's like kind of run down now, you know, because factory things are kind of out the window, but it's cool to photograph.
There's a abandoned meatpacking plant in Fort Worth that I've gotten in trouble for.
Oh yeah, breaking and entering.
Dude, I think
A couple of B&Es.
Yeah, well, like 10 years ago, we tried to film an Unlikely Candidates music video there, and the cops caught us halfway through the day because we like broke in there at like 5 a.m.
Nice.
And just because we had a bunch of props and everything, so we were like, we have to bring like all this shit in. And so we did it like super, super early. And they caught us, and like, I think there were like 10 of us there and all these props. And like, the cops were like, we're not even going to give you tickets. Can you just get all this shit out of here? And they're like, honestly, we're more impressed. They're like, how? And it was like probably like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And
Who's watching? They still have security cameras on the property? Like,
I
who's
mean, we
figuring
have a
that out?
drummer.
Huh? Well, yeah, but is there just cops passing by going, I wonder if anyone's in the factory?
I mean, I'm
'Cause Fort Worth,
sure it's a
big-ass
really
place, man.
popular tagging spot. It's right in the stockyards. Like, it's
Okay.
right there in the
Yeah.
stockyards. It's next to Billy Bob's and the,
Okay.
like, historic cattle
Yeah.
place. But, like, I don't know why that's not a historical site. I think it doesn't even exist anymore, to be honest. I never go to the stockyards.
Well, you know.
I don't fit in.
Well, you're never home either.
Yeah,
I don't fit in. You don't fit in anywhere. I can't even see you right now.
I know. Like John Cena over here.
Dude, yeah, we should get John Cena on the podcast.
That would be sick.
I know, he's fucking healed, dude. That's why I want to get him on here.
Dude, I already look like a dying kid, so if I ever saw John Cena, I'd be really scared. I'm like, oh, my time's coming. Like, I'm just like, I'd be looking over at
He just
anybody
walks
next
in
to
the
me. I'm
room.
like, am I about to die? Like, let's be honest here.
John Cena is the Grim Reaper.
He is, dude.
He just holds his hand out. Come with me.
It's always children.
It is always children.
Yeah.
But they're the ones watching wrestling for the most part, I feel like. Some adults.
I was fixed to say, I think we know a lot of adults.
I actually do, and I actually
Yeah.
am into it now. I can't even really make fun of it anymore because it is fun as shit.
Stop talking about Matthew.
Huh?
Yeah, wrestling's done.
I used to think it was, and then I saw it live, and I was like, fuck. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I like this. Well, it was also not in a giant fucking arena. It was in a tiny 200 cap room, and they were beating each other with fluorescent tubes. It was a little different.
Dude, that sounds... I want to like photograph a little person wrestling show so bad. I think that'd be so much fun. Like any wrestling, like I would.
If you're ever here and they have one, it gets fucking insane. It's literally like 3 blocks that way, and it is wild as fuck.
Well, did you see? Was it Stick to Your Guns and Paleface Swiss?
That was one of our friends.
Oh,
he
dude.
wrestles over here all the time.
That was the craziest thing. Is I just woke up that next morning. I was
Butcher,
like,
Buddy Bad Cop.
I was like, oh, apparently there's a wrestling like thing in the middle of their set. Is it a show set? What?
My buddy Brian filmed it. Who's he was just on the podcast, but he.
They did it when they played here at Paleface.
Yeah.
And then they were like, we love it so much.
They did it at Rev Room, and then they did it, and then they was it their album release show or something? It was something special, but then they were like, we want to do it again, and so they did it. It's radical, and Buddy's out of his fucking mind.
Dude,
the nicest guy you'll ever meet, and he is just
getting
crazy as fuck.
Smacked with a board.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Fucking no, I saw it from Bailey's photos.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is sick. And I was like, I'm sad that I wasn't there.
He got hit with that tack bat, just tacks all.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was the tack bat. And I was just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's wild, boy.
Makes me think of that one Juggalo kid in Twitter.
Fuck this shit.
Woo, woo.
He dives into an air conditioner covered in barbed wire. You're like, what the fuck?
Dude, that kid has to have like the most fractured rib cage on the face.
No way. He's not living to
He's
50,
gonna die.
Yes,
Yeah, he's
not
gonna
living to
die
50.
soon.
He's gonna get a blood disease from some weird fucking thing they've never seen before. Like he's gonna create a virus in his body. For
From
sure.
all the cut marks and the AC leaks that are getting to his skin. Like,
Freon poisoning in your blood? What the fuck?
he's gonna be our first human version of Venom.
He's gonna just symbiote out.
And just some symbiote Juggalo.
He's gonna just do one and then just fucking liquefy on the radiator. Like, oh shit!
The Legos and tags
all
are
it
like,
says is
like
whoop,
flowing through.
No, he rules, dude. He's been giving everyone years and years of content. He still
does it.
It's insane.
I think it's superhuman.
Yeah,
Superhuman. That's it.
dude,
That's Maddie's superpower. He can pull anything out of his ass that's like obscure. He knows the answer to it. It's
that's
insane.
amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, superhuman.
That's it.
I'm wondering how long he'll be able to go.
45.
45.
There's no way he makes it to 50.
How old is he now?
He's got to be in his 20s.
This is a Chat
like late
GPT
20s.
thing.
As long as he takes an ice bath after.
I don't think so. Well, I think it's just him and his dad, and they just keep. doing
It's
it in
his
their
dad
backyard.
filming it.
Yeah,
Oh my God, that's somehow worse.
I could.
That's amazing.
I don't want to speak out of turn. Anyway, there's like things about it, and they don't. He's got to be killing it, or they're just not monetized. Like his videos get millions of views. I can't.
It makes me think of
and
the
they-
Tourette's guy.
and they do it in the same RIP. They do it in the same backyard every time. It's never different. They don't falter. They come up with some wild ass shit to jump into, and that's
Same
it.
unmowed yard every time.
Yeah, dude. Like I wonder, are they missing out on just a truck of money? I do think about these things.
They do have merch.
Do they? Okay, well then they got
They
it.
have like 2 shirts, I think.
That's all you need.
I need to buy one.
Dude.
I've gotten to the point now. I'm just like, I want more obscure stuff.
We're trying to do merch right now. It's the hardest thing in the world, dude, to come up with something
Oh,
viable that people like. I just had an idea though. Looking at him, we need a camouflage shirt. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody will see it.
Yeah, good. That's the point. But everyone will buy it because people love camo now.
Exactly.
It's
Camo is
back.
fun. Yeah.
That
Just
was like,
get your shirt. Just get a bunch of Carhartts and put the logo on it.
that's
That'll-
fair.
Just little pocket.
Here, you want this $100 jacket? We printed on it now. It's $200.
Carhartt's not that expensive. Well, if you bought it.
Crashcast Carhartt overalls. There you go.
I don't think I wear anything else.
Exactly.
Just a CC on the chest with the pockets. You can put like lighters in there or film stuff.
You need like custom pockets.
You do need custom pockets.
Dude, if I'm always seeing like now these like long-term photographers are now like getting into the like merch game or like
I mean, everyone has to monetize like their brand, right?
well,
It's the world we're living in.
I hate the ones that are like, here's my like, here's Stevie Andrews photo shirt, and it's just their own photo. I'm like, I hate you for that.
What about
But,
what about like their own gear? Do you hate when they get like a piece of gear?
I like the gear because like I've seen like the photographer pants and like stuff like that where
Okay.
they're just like done.
Or like they get
Yeah,
like a
they do,
unique
like-
diffuser or something like that.
There's like these like
Does that have a built-in ND filter?
no, that'd be sick.
Does it say Peter McKinnon on the front?
You're able to charge $300 more just because it says Peter McKinnon.
I mean, it's kind of the rub, right?
yeah. Well, dude, overalls like shooting overalls would be like the sickest thing where you
Yeah.
can have like little card pockets. I'm also found out recently I'm a degenerate
Like a Swiss
because
Army knife of a human.
yeah, if
for
I had
cameras, just fucking shit all over you.
because like most of the time I'll wear one thing every tour when I shoot.
Right.
Just because I'm like I change into that after the set, change
Yeah.
out, and it's I call it my lesbian power suit because
Yeah.
it's just a bodysuit. It's just one piece, but like I was like, man, I wish I had like belt
Make it.
loops on
Do
it.
you have a grandma that sews or something?
My grandmas are dead.
Mine too. Shout out to
Better
him.
bring that up.
What? Dead grandparents?
Dead
I think we all have a couple of them.
We're in our 30s.
Yeah. 41, sir. I just turned 41 a day ago. It's fucking stupid. Don't do it, dude.
What are you
No,
gonna
you
do?
should.
Just go out in
No,
glory,
no,
go
dude,
out in
I'm
a
just
blaze
kidding,
of
I'm just
glory.
kidding.
Maybe the 27 Club was on something.
No, they're not.
Uh,
Because they're all dead.
dude, every single time I see shit about like the 27 Club and all that, I'm just like, I did something wrong. Like, I don't know. You see those like kids that are in 21 and in like successful bands writing these lyrics that you're like, this actually slaps, and you're like, you're 21. How are you writing this? Like, I couldn't even do this as a 33-year-old adult. Is write
Yeah.
a song.
We have
Or like
some of
the-
those bands here. There's a couple of them that are like, how the fuck? And they're like 18-year-old children. And they're like, but will they make it? Who knows? Because it's such a crapshoot now.
Yeah, I mean, now being a successful band, I feel like is relies on so many different things.
So much stuff. And you need, what is the magic number they say? Like 10,000 fans or something? To like, where it can be like, where you can live off that or something. There's like an equation for like merch sales and tours and all these things. You need like this certain minimum amount of people who are willing to like invest in you.
Dude, from ashes to new needs to make a master class on like how to do that shit, because like every single one of them is like heavily involved in doing a specific thing in the band.
What a dream. All of them?
Yeah,
Holy fuck.
yeah, like all of them are. It's like the most well-oiled machine of a band I've ever seen. Of like, one's handling all the merch stuff for everything.
Wow.
One's helping with sound.
That's a fucking wet dream is what
Yeah.
that is. What a-
One's
what a
like
good
kind of
band.
leading the social media stuff, and then like some of them are handling stuff that's like day-to-day tour operation.
Yeah.
And like that camp's really cool because like I feel like their stage manager and their tour manager both kind of delegate things, and then
Smart.
some of the band picks up on some of that, and it's cool to see like sorry, that they're in a bus and still just like very active, and their planning of their band, and they're just like, we don't want a manager to plan stuff for us. Like, this is our
Right.
job, this is our career, I want my hands in it.
That's awesome.
So like,
Take control of your thing.
yeah, and it's crazy too because they know like all of their fans. So it's just
Yeah,
like
that's huge.
when they pop up to VIP, they're already having conversations that are like, you know, before things start, of like, hey, good seeing you, X, Y, and Z happened, or like, you know, you're like, I was like, oh, they actually know like their fans.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I mean they're like coming up there with bulletproof vests, and like the fans are of like just full body paint and bulletproof vests, and I was just like, these are diehards. I was like, this is any other show, you're like, am I gonna get shot?
I guess I need to look this band up because you're saying all kinds of wild shit. Bulletproof vests. The fans
Well,
are wearing them.
Yeah. Well, so they wear vests on stage.
Oh, okay.
And then they do the black body paint up to like the neck and stuff. And it's just
But not on the face. Not on the face.
not on the face. Not on the face.
Mm,
No face.
It stops here.
right.
Here down. But
It's fine with
no,
movement.
they've got like great stage presence and everything too. Like it's just wild how well oiled of a band they are.
That's awesome. The fact that they all still do stuff is wild. That's like they're still involved. That's amazing.
Well,
I mean, even as a small band before they were whatever level they're on now.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, even like last night, like the crowd started getting rough, and this guy kept on like coming up and down through the crowd because there wasn't like a designated mosh pit, and he was just like middle of the song, right when it's getting, he just like turns like, he's like, "Hey, yo, you," he's like, "Let's make the mosh pit right there." He's like, "There are people up here. This is the chill zone. They're up here. They're having a good show. They're hanging out. Y'all need to quit coming up here." He's like, "Isn't that the designated mosh zone for every show ever in humankind?"
Right.
He's like, "Let's keep it there." He's like, "Y'all do that there. Let these people enjoy their show here." Because like there'll be kids at the shows sometimes too.
Sure.
So like, he's just like, "Let's make sure everybody has a good time." He's like, "All right, well, y'all get the Cairo again." Like he's just like, "Let's start it from the top," and then just immediately, do. Once again, I was like, I don't know. It's just like an amazing model of like more bands need to be like them, and like
On
their
top of it.
success would be
Yeah.
wow. Because I mean, I feel like most bands now have a chip on their shoulder of like, we're a band, people should like us. So I was like, you're a band, you should make something that
That's
people
always
makes
been a
you
thing.
likable.
Yeah.
I
As a guy who's been in a band
Yeah.
pre all this and post all this, there's always that guy.
Oh yeah, and it just like it bums me out because like I hate the entitlement of it. I was just like, they're investing in you, like it's that plain and simple. Of like, if you're gonna be a dickhead to a fan, there's like a fine line of like when
Dude.
fans cross boundaries, then you're like, maybe you can be like, hey, yo, don't do that. Like that's a lot, but like, just support the people that are paying.
Oh,
for
I've
you
seen some
to
wild
eat.
shit working some shows, bands being called rock stars. Whew. Dude. Straight up just fucking mean to fans. Like, God, dude. What the fuck?
Honestly, it's made me want to work in country more because like every single time I work a country show, they're the world's friendliest, sweetest human beings.
Right.
And
I would work in country. I mean, it's literally where all the money is.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
Oh yeah.
I just don't know what I would do. I'd have to perform, and I'm not talented enough to do it. I can play 5 fucking instruments, but not like that. Those guys are on a different level. And I
Well-
don't want to live in Nashville.
My favorite thing is at home I've been working with. It's some of the guys from O Sleeper,
Nice.
Terminal. That they do what they call farm emo. And so they do a bunch of country covers of emo songs. And then they'll do just country covers, emo country covers, and then their own stuff.
That's fun.
But it's like usually like a 2-hour set every single time.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when I'm at home, I have those jobs of like, I do a lot of 2-hour sets. But to be fair, like when I'm home, I'm like, I take whatever job
Sure. Whatever
gets
you
me.
can
I'm
get.
just
Yeah.
like, cool. I was like, as long as you can pay me, I don't care what I'm shooting.
Plus it's like, at least there's not a bunch of, I don't know. I feel like it might feel like it goes by faster maybe because it's like not a lot of standing around waiting on changeovers and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you like breaks or not.
I want to get in and get out.
Yeah, I know when I work, I'm just like, put my head down and work till the day's just done. I don't even take
Yeah.
lunch. Believe it or not.
I mean, the only difference is like festivals. I mean, you need a break at a certain point.
True.
But like, I
Oh,
even like when we were running Furnace. So like, I don't like taking a break because then you lose all your momentum, and then
Yeah.
it's like that moment of you're like, fuck, I gotta get back out there and do stuff, and you're like, my body does not. Especially like day 3.
Dude.
Day 3, you're just like, my legs hurt. At that point, I'm usually laying on the ground screaming. Like, you know me.
Yeah.
It happens every year. I'm just
Dude.
laying face down, just like, God, kill me now, please.
that third day when you get out of that bed and you put your feet on the ground, you just feel the pain in your feet, and you're just like, oh my God.
Dude, I think last year day 2 was just so fucking hot that I remember it made me really sad because I was so excited to finally see Static Dress and shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so hot that like I started dehydrating in the middle of their set and like had to leave. And I was like, I looked over their footage and I'm like, it's all so bad.
Damn.
Like I was just like, I probably got like 3 usable shots.
Yeah. And nothing like no good videos or nothing.
Well, it was only video.
Oh. Okay.
No, for festivals I only do video now.
Oh.
I think it's just one of those. I'm like, if I'm doing the whole thing, and yeah, no photos.
Good.
I'll do like portraits if I see someone
Sure.
I want to do a portrait.
Yeah.
But it's one of those like, we have the team we have.
Right.
I don't need to take photos.
Right. There's enough other
Like
people
it's just one of those.
you
I'm
can
like
trust.
everybody like between fucking Kurt, Jacob, James, and Justin, I don't need to take a single fucking photo.
Right.
Like, there's no point in it. Like, and by the time, too, if I start taking photos, I'm not primed. Because,
Right.
like, that's how mentally, like, it's just one of those. I'm like, I got to get in the groove and or in the flow of stuff. And then I'm like, okay, I'm good. So, like, photos, especially doing, like, double, you can't commit to one. So I can't be fully in the zone of either.
Right.
So I was just like, what's the point in taking a bad photo? Like, or at least like a C+ photo versus
Right,
they're
right.
getting all the bangers. Let them get the bangers.
And you can just focus on one singular thing.
Yeah.
The whole
And then just swapping just cameras for video.
Right.
But like,
Different lenses and whatnot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'm trying to. Do y'all have a photo store here?
Yeah, we got B&H. Bedford's, yeah.
No.
I was like, we have a B&H?
we're moving up.
Yeah.
No, I want to go get a 14 mil tomorrow.
Okay.
I
bet they got it.
I think I'm going to retire my 7.5.
Retire?
Retire it. That little so me and Justin, I think James has it, but he just never touches it. But we found like a little rinky-dink $100 camera lens that's like a fisheye 7.5
Oh, okay.
TT Artisan. It's full manual.
Right.
Yeah, I know. He told me I need to go buy the 14. But it's just the focal on it is just so sensitive
Right.
that like most of the time when I'm using it during the set, I don't know if it's in focus or not.
Mm.
Even with like peaking,
Yeah.
because I mean you got stage lights, so it's just constant change. So
Right.
there's not a color that it won't hit that you're like, cool, I can tell if this is in focus or not.
Right.
But it's fucking got like kicked and scratched. I tell bands though, I'm like, you can kick this camera or this lens while I have, because I have yellow tape around it. So I'm just like, I do not care. It's
Grab
$100.
it. Put your feet on it.
Oh, it gets palmed every night.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the band's favorite thing to do. I'm like, you can grab
It's
this.
the sickest look, dude.
Yeah.
When the arm's coming out, you just take it. You kinda
I need to
walk
get
with
one
it
of them to just like palm it and take
grab
it from
Yes.
me. I think that would be sick. But like, then again, I'm just like, it's going to be so out of focus.
It's like you could. Well.
It's manual.
Oh, because if they grab it, they're definitely going to be.
They're
twisting
gonna
on the part.
twist. Yeah, they're gonna like bump
maybe
it.
get it and then put a piece of, and then put like a piece of electrical tape around it or something so it
Just
can't
just
just
jam
lock
it
it
into
in place and then just fucking
Let's get some rubber cement.
like here's
and just,
Spee, because he would do it. If you just handed him a camera, he would do that for sure.
yeah.
You got a whole free hand. Why not?
Freaking Tim tries to lick the camera sometimes. Like
Yeah.
it's
Well, he used to spit on everything, so
Yeah.
you're probably lucky that era's gone.
it's now Aaron.
Spitting
Aaron-
on everything.
Aaron just like you'll see him play and then you just see a loogie fly.
Oh yeah, I spit out. Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta get it out of there. I don't like swallowing it on stage.
Dude, there was
That sounded provocative.
one of the bands that was on the past 2 tours. I'm not gonna single out who it is, but like they I think the funniest thing is they kept spitting the whole set. Like, just like spits up and then like
Bats
slaps
it.
it.
Yeah.
And he kept doing that. And I was watching, I was like, that's an excessive amount of spit. And
Was it Zayo?
No.
Oh, okay.
But he was walking off stage, and the stage manager is standing there with the talent, and he was feeling really confident. He's like, "It's a great set, blah blah blah." And then the stage manager goes, "Hey, can you clean up all your spit? That's really fucking gross."
It's pretty gross.
Yeah. And I was just like, I just watched this man just go from I had a great set to
Okay.
my bad.
I play small places, so I get to spit into the rafters.
There you
Nothing
go.
to clean. It's just on the ceiling. Yeah.
That's impressive, that name.
Gotten pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Been doing it for a while though, so
You like
you know,
do the tongue curl.
no big deal. Yeah, just curl it up. And then you look down, and then it lands on you. People are like, "That's so gross." I'm like, who cares?
That's how I get my hair so nice and smooth.
So nice and smooth. Construction work. It's called dust. Sawdust.
So are you gonna come tomorrow?
What's tomorrow?
My show?
Probably not. No. Where's that? At the hall?
Told you.
Where's it all?
Huh?
You should come. It'll be fun.
What day is it? Tuesday? I don't know. Can I hang out in the back?
I mean, do they even have green rooms?
No, I meant like just outside. Oh, I'm sure they. A venue like that, yeah, for sure.
There's like 3 different like rooms and like.
Yeah. That's a. I mean, even fucking Vino's used to have a green room, so they started using it as a fucking catch-all.
Is that Buddy or is that who is that?
No, that's
Yeah.
Okay.
This was a final Warped Tour in Chicago.
I turned and looked at that and I thought that was Johnny Craig for a moment and I was like, that's a choice.
He's literally actually giving away MacBooks now. Did you see that?
Yeah, I know people that are like buddies with him and they're like, oh no, he's actually like sober now and like
Yeah.
actually being on his shit. And they're like, oh, he's got like a business or something and everything. They're like, music is just like a side hustle for him now. Apparently, he's actually like not
that's kind of nice.
Yeah, I mean, good for him.
Yeah.
Like, you want everybody to have a redemption story, except
don't
for
want you to,
like
like-
the Lost Prophets dude, where you're like die in jail.
Which one is that? The
The-
pedophile guy?
Yeah, the like baby. Lost Prophet.
yeah, like yeah. Well,
He doesn't get a redemption.
No,
Like
no.
there's a certain.
Well, that's different because he already fell though. Like he's already in the shit. It's like the drug thing. You
Yeah.
don't want to watch somebody just
Yeah.
keep going down with the drugs. That kind of stuff. Just take him out back. See you later.
I don't know. I'm always
Fuck
for
him.
like even how bad someone is like in the press or whatever of anything. I'm like, I'm always gonna be happy. I'm like, man, someone that has
Yeah.
had fucking drug problems and
Sure.
shit, and like it's fucking hard to get off drugs. It's
Listen, it's hard to get off anything you shouldn't be doing. Caffeine. Try not drinking caffeine for a day. The fuck?
yeah.
Or smoking or vaping or you
Yeah.
know.
You know,
It's crazy.
done a lot of coke, but I feel like heroin would be very hard to quit.
I think if I did heroin, I'd die on heroin.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
That's one of those. I honestly like. I'm tempted to try it when I'm 80, because I
Just
feel like
go out.
Yeah, like if you're gonna die and you're
Yeah.
like, cool, I've got like a week left. You're like, why don't
And-
I just make it a day and have the greatest day?
And you're like the
ever?
right body shape. You're definitely living to 80.
the
dude.
best.
Have you done it?
Yeah,
For real? Yo.
yeah. My dad used to be a heroin addict, and he's just like, it's really fucking great. He's like, I miss it.
I
Like,
can't
because
even
sometimes he'll
imagine.
just be like, I miss it, and I'm just like, okay.
He's
All
just
right.
telling you. if I
It's really
relapse,
fucking good, bro. Like,
Understand.
that's good.
Either heroin or raising you. And
God damn, dude. That drug is so powerful. So powerful.
That heroin
They'll
got
get
you
you.
nodding off in the
Dude.
middle of public.
That fucking. Well, now it's fentanyl.
Chased it.
And they're all leaning half over in the streets and shit. They're all
Dude.
fucked up.
That's why I'm glad I quit doing coke when I
Yeah,
did,
buddy.
because I would have
This
got
shit's killing everybody.
I would have got Fetty Wap so quick.
Dude, this shit got Prince.
It terrifies me. I've had like 3 friends die from it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's just
don't think. Well, maybe. Fuck. I don't know. I have so many dead friends.
yeah. I mean, we're at this age, it starts happening.
Oh, been happening. Fuck. so many fucking dead friends. It's tragic. It's just a byproduct of trying to be everybody's friend.
Yeah.
I was had to fucking tell somebody today. Somebody we went to high school with. I was like, he's dead, right? And he's like, no. I was like, yep. Sorry.
My bad.
Oh shit.
Dude.
You'd think it'd be more quiet up here, honestly.
We're up here, but we ain't up
Oh
here.
shit.
Oh, did something happen? Can we see it from here?
No, it's fire trucks though. That is kind of an exciting part
There
of this
goes
podcast.
my hero. Watch him. Those are the first responders I'm proud of.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, honestly, I think there's nothing cooler than a firefighter.
It's pretty great. I know
Yeah.
a couple of them.
I mean-
Good friends of mine.
If I wasn't built like a toothpick and like had to find something other than photography, I think like genuinely like, because sometimes you just think about it, you're like, what if I did something different? I think it would be so cool to be a firefighter.
Probably would be actually pretty badass.
I feel like I would also be like the one firefighter that would accidentally kill someone by like, you're spraying it in there and you just like knock them down the stairwell.
Can you imagine you trying to hold on to that
That's-
fucking hose, dude? You're like,
So that's how it would happen.
yeah. No, they're but it's also a good ass job because there's so much room for moving up. There's so many fucking jobs
there?
in a fire. Oh yeah, dude.
Would you say they have a ladder?
They do have a ladder, and I will say it extends pretty far.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking neat, and you can decide to not move up if you don't want to. It's like optional. It's pretty sick.
I feel like being the
But you
chef
do,
at a firehouse would be a
but
sick job.
but you do.
Watch
there's
this in
not-
like
it's
a
not thing.
year from now. I'm just like retire, and they're like, "What's Zach doing?" He's like, "He's a firefighter."
You can, dude. They actually kind of hire a little too late in the game. You know how like the military has like a cutoff.
Yeah.
Theirs is much higher than you would expect. It's like you should probably not be hired.
You're like the military cut off as the fireman hire pole. It's just like, well, can't go overseas and fight for our country anymore. Now you got to fight fires in buildings.
Yeah. Well, or the forest. Hey, not going to discriminate. Whichever fire you want to put out.
Dude,
Sometimes the house fire turns into a forest fire, or a baby shower.
Yeah.
It's America.
A baby
Who
shower.
knows? Who knows how the fire started?
Wasn't the LA fires like started by like homeless people or something?
Yes.
Like an arsonist?
Uh-huh.
That's.
Oh, there's video footage of it.
Oh, there is?
Yeah. Yeah. There's footage of the fucking thing. It's crazy. Like, that's wild, dude. One of the biggest fires in history. You're just
The
like
most
disgruntled.
expensive
Yeah.
natural disaster.
Well, there was
I
the
guess
one.
It's not natural.
There was one that was caused by a fucking baby shower or the reveal
I remember
party.
that.
Yeah.
That's.
Was it New Mexico or something? I don't know. They burned up a lot of shit. What a fucking.
If it's in New Mexico, are you really burning up shit? Just,
There's some nice parts. That's
Okay.
all right. The weather there's fucking great.
that's my least favorite place in the world.
Really?
I'm not a fan of New Mexico.
Have you been to
Actually-
Mississippi? Have you been to Mississippi?
It's bad.
Or like most of Oklahoma?
I just feel like in New Mexico, I have a higher statistic of getting stabbed.
Well, I mean, welcome to Arkansas, buddy.
I'm also just like not a fan of the Pacific Northwest either.
That's fair.
Like just the cities.
Yeah.
Seattle's expensive. Portland is.
Yeah, they're all overpriced. That's fuck shit.
Just drive around for a week.
I mean, yeah, but you want to leave. That's I think. Yeah.
Oh, I want to live here forever.
Yeah,
Portland's just
for
like.
sure.
You want to wear extra layers every time I'm there. I'm just like, this is
It's
just
gross.
a gross
It's,
city.
that whole place sucks.
No, it's not because it's cold. It's because you don't want to touch anything or anything
the whole
touch
place
you.
is gross. It's like
Yeah,
disgusting.
Half the buildings are like closed down
Yeah.
now. Like, because
Everything's covered in shit. They stink.
I watched a lady poop in the middle of an alley.
You want to go to like northern Washington where all the forests are and shit? Yeah, like that's where I want to go. Where like the bears are.
When I was,
I'll take my chances with the bears.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get mauled, but it'll probably be quick.
Nah.
You choose the bear. You choose the bear versus the man.
Nah, man. You can fucking just throw food in a direction. It might not kill you. It'll be fine.
You know.
Or shoot it. One of the two. Just don't go in the woods without a gun.
I love how
Safe bet.
casually we've just lost the watching someone poop in an alley.
Oh. I mean, yeah,
It's
have you lived if
Portland.
you haven't seen another human shit in the street?
I've seen it a few times.
Yeah,
It's,
of course.
I've seen people see
I watched.
I think the worst time was Seattle because she was on an incline.
Did it fall in her pants?
No, she
Oh.
was wearing. This was during COVID when I was out with my buddy that does photojournalism for a
Yeah.
living, and so we went to the Chop, which is that autonomous zone.
Mhm.
And so we went, documented that, and then we were heading to a hostel that we were staying at, and I had to go to 7-Eleven to pick up cigarettes. And it's, I don't know, in Seattle, like half the streets are fucking 45 degrees or higher, and there's just this woman squatting, lifting up her skirt, and I was like, oh, she's peeing. And then I just see it drop and start rolling down. I was like, no,
Dude, no.
no. I was like, get my cigarettes and get out. Like, I smoked.
But did you film it?
No.
What
Bro.
good are you? That would have made a great Vine or whatever the fuck was popular. What was it? A TikTok.
Dude, I'm so bad about that's the worst example of like filming stuff like that. But like when that kid got bodied, when the Juggalo got bodied, I was sitting there and I was just like, in my head, I was like, from festivals, I was like, don't film that. That's a liability. Like, we can't get in trouble. And then like right after they're like, did you get it? I was like, no, Zach, you're worthless.
Don't post any photos of crowd surfers.
Yeah, it's like, well, but you're not wrong though. It is like a liability insurance thing.
My hatred.
Wait, at the festival?
This is about a festival. that no
This
one-
is a festival that, yeah, I can't. We'll
Oh,
talk
okay.
about this in third person.
Okay.
I had a marketing team tell me we need the best, lively shots. But
excitement.
The excitement.
Attractive people.
attractive people ages 18 to 24, kissing, flirting, dancing. Also single people, 18 to 24, kissing,
Demographic they
dancing.
want to cater to.
Yeah, this is the demographic they want to cater to. I got told no crowd surfing shots.
That's the first thing we said.
A Warped Tour-esque style festival. And then they're like, yeah, no crowd surfing shots. And I was like, how am I supposed to get
Any shots?
of the crowd? And then you have like really big bands that have like, oh, here's your chance to crowd surf.
Get
so
up
you're
here.
like,
Do
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
And it's an ocean of people, and you're just like, cool. Like, so that whole year there, I just like had to put down my camera every single time there was a crowd surfer.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
But it
Now,
is a
the stupid part
liability.
is They said that and then used that content anyways.
Yeah, used it. There was another media team, and they used their content of that, and it was just like I remember I counted because it was in the group chat posted, and I was like, my very first response, it was like, there's fucking 7 crowd surfing clips in that. I was just like, I was screaming that day because I
Yeah.
was just like, I don't know, like that job. Anytime that I get to like direct a festival, it's the most fun punishment in the world.
Right.
Because it's a weird masochistic love that you're like, cool. Like, I mean, y'all know
I get
that
it.
it's just like our weird collective team of it's us and we get to run a festival. Like, that's the coolest feeling in the world, in my opinion, is it's just like me, the homies.
Right.
We get to create the whole face and brand and image for this.
Stressful but fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have to deal with someone in the marketing team that, like, no matter what we did, nothing was right.
Mm.
Because it's not.
Sick. Love that.
Hey,
Oh,
where's all of this
What a
if it's
great
already in the
what a
top
great
150?
fucking
Well, to
day.
the point of another time we had to interact with them, one of our members has blood sugar problems
Mm.
and has had multiple brain surgeries and stuff like that. Of like,
fuck.
yeah, and it's just one of those that I'm like, hey, if they need something, they get it immediately. And the person that was doing sponsors was like, hey, they need some food. I'm going to go run it to them on stage. And the marketing team was like, oh, well, did you get the, not editorial, what's the word I'm looking for? Just like the photos of cans and stuff, advertising.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, did you get the advertising shots? And they just like, can you look at them on the drive? And then she's like, oh, you need to change these. And then she did it super quick and was like, hey, I got them done. Can you look at these so I can go? And she was sitting there for nearly 2 hours.
Damn.
Yeah, and I'm just like, cool. Like, and no one can bring her food.
Sick.
Yeah, and it
Damn,
was just
dude.
like, and I'm being put in a corner, told like, oh, I have to finish this video now.
Right.
When I was just like, I don't know. It was weird to have a marketing team that completely like,
Sabotage you getting the marketing material.
yeah, sabotaged that, but it felt like purposefully make our jobs harder.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those. I was like, hey,
Power
look-
trip. For sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just one of those like, it genuinely like, that was the only time I've ever wanted to quit.
It's like,
Because I nearly walked off. I came up to one of y'all and I was just like, I'm about to fucking leave. I was like, I do not give two fucks anymore. Like, I'm just like, it was like, just make it through the rest of the night. I was like,
Yeah.
but
I don't know,
like,
dude, I hate shit like that.
dude, I don't understand it. And it was just one of those. There was also the year before. They sat there and they were like, oh, we need to post something now. I was like, we had one band on the lineup that I was like, no, we have to wait till they approve our photos. And they wouldn't let me talk to their content creator the whole time.
Of course.
Wouldn't put me in contact. And I was like, hey, can you just give me their number? And she was like, no, I got this handled. And then finally I walked over backstage and found out is one of our friends that was on tour with them. And I was like, oh, this is who I'm trying to get. And I just put in the group chat, like sent a photo. I was just like, found him. It's one of my buddies. And like kind of shut her up for a bit. And then like that night she was like, no, like we got to post this now. And I was like, this band statistically, I made everybody pull up their phones that like shot them before. And I was like, there is a 10 times boost for this one band. I was like, I've never had anybody like as much content of a band as them. Like, so I was like, I like looked at her. I was like, all right, look at all our phones and then look at all our other posts. We have to. And I was like, and he's going to text me back in 5 minutes. And it just like, we had to fight tooth and nail just to get that one band added in to the end of the day slide.
Stupid.
So it was just like,
What a dumb fucking thing.
yeah.
God.
And I was just like, just trust me. For like, it has to go up at 11. I'm like, it doesn't have to.
Right. It's the internet.
Yeah.
It can wait.
I mean, most bands, like you have your like midnight or like 2 a.m. deadline for photos,
Right.
but no one posts them till the next day. Most 90%
Dude,
of the day.
people are everyone's
Most-
already anticipating the drop. It's up to you when, like, it could be 2 days later. They're still going to be interested. Still going to go back and want to see it. It's
Yeah, exactly. And
the right now seems a bit irrelevant, honestly.
honestly, I feel like if you posted immediately after your set, you just would have such low engagement.
Right.
It's like, oh, here's all my photos from this set.
Well, because no one that wants to go back and relive that, they're all there still.
Yeah, they're there, or they're driving, or
Right.
they're getting food. So you're like, and then by the time the show's over,
And
more
the
than likely,
algorithm is going to give up after an hour or two when no one's fucking with
Exactly.
it. You know?
it's
Yeah.
fucking
I
nightmare.
completely get it. But
This
it's
is-
also weird because the job's already stressful.
Yeah.
I hate things like that where it's like you're just adding to this already stressful thing when you could just be having fun and making the stressful thing fun. Because it's going to come with stress no matter what.
Well, I mean,
You're making it worse.
now I probably post on Instagram 3 times a month.
Oh shit, like 3 times a year.
I genuinely, I don't understand how people enjoy it. It's just one of those,
I don't either.
like,
If it wasn't because all the kids are on Instagram, I would fucking delete mine for sure.
I mean,
But you know, trying to promote things.
I've kind of realized over this past year, I'm like, you don't have to post on fucking Instagram all the time to get work. You don't.
Right.
Just do your job, show up, do it right, get it, your files. Which I'm also weird about that is like, they're paying me to make this content. They should be the ones posting it. Like, I have
Right.
a weird thing about like, I don't want to sound like I'm talking shit on people, but it's just like, I hate that there'll be people that do a video for a band and then immediately within the next 24 hours post that same video on their thing.
Post it before they deliver it to the band.
I don't get it. Like, I was just like, dude, I was like, if you make a live video for a band, even if it's like tour recaps, I waited fucking nearly 3 weeks to post
Sure.
the like me getting bodied
Yeah.
because I was just like, let that run its full
Yes.
course.
Yes.
Your client hired you to get something to gain traction on their page.
Right. I get being proud of your work, but yeah,
That's
is
what
a,
an Instagram story is for.
Right.
Like, just reshare it.
reshare
Like,
it and then
do
post
what
it
you're supposed
a month later. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because like
I agree.
I'm already dying on the inside of like from ashes to post because like they're used to 20-second videos and it's me. I was like, how about a minute and 31? Like I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, and like I said, and they were just like, holy shit, dude. I was like, yeah, and then they're like, we're gonna post it. I've been waiting for like 4 days, and I'm just dying and rotting on the inside. I'm like, please post it. I just want to share this, like, in all its glory.
I need to move on.
Yeah.
Please, I'm dying. You're
Well,
like
the
a
moment that
meeseeks. You're like the
that's
meeseeks
posted,
of
I'm just
fucking-
gonna be like, well, time for the second one.
I need to
But the
die.
motivation to do the second one is there because
That's so
what's
funny,
the
dude.
first, you know what I mean? Like,
To be fair, I feel like I just feel like I'm getting such good content this tour,
Yeah.
video wise, that I'm just like, I'm just ready to go.
well, and you're with a band that seems like they're working with you on the content. You know what I mean? Like they're giving you things to shoot versus
Oh,
just
yeah.
hopping on stage and playing a show. You know what I mean?
And the Underoath does the same thing, but it's just like theirs is a very, I don't want to say performance. I need a better word for it, but it's just like they've got their thing so well dialed in.
Yeah.
Theatrical is right
They know how
word.
to trigger
Yeah.
their audience.
You're
It's
right.
fun.
Yeah, and they know how to get like all the. Bro, under. Well, it's because like so many people got so upset that like, because I remember I read one post on one of the Underoath things. They were like, I don't like your content person. You got y'all drinking and cussing and like blah 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 blah
Yeah,
blah.
you were the differentiating factor.
Yeah, like I was just like, they're also humans and we're not even being bad. Like they're just making drinking jokes and it's just like, they're like, yeah, like getting drunk. I was like, we're not even drunk. And like, it's just like, oh, we're taking a shot. Or they said,
But it's
fuck.
been years now. I feel like that's got to be trolling bullshit at this point.
No, it's just whiny internet kids.
They have been off that whole clean and
I know, but like,
shit for years.
it's just you'll still like, I would get on there and they're like, I miss when it used to be this or that. And I'm like,
Fucking-
well, it's not anymore.
Okay.
And so I
don't know.
it made me want to just like break my phone half the time.
I'll never understand someone's reasoning behind being like, well, it's fucking 10 years ago, it was fucking better. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You guys
Better-
saw
better
that
to
story
you.
person?
Right? Like, better to you. So just go listen to that shit. That's what's great about albums is they don't go away. You can just be an
Yeah.
Underoath fan of the old. I like the old shit.
Yeah.
You don't have to fuck with the new shit. You can just not do it.
You don't have to post your opinion on that.
Right? You don't have. I mean, it's fucking lame.
But if they did-
It's lame.
I
To sit there and be like bitching at someone for something they're not doing anymore.
yeah.
You changed and I don't like it.
And I'm for everybody having their own opinion, but I'm like, have you ever thought or equated like the value of your opinion and like there's just some things that I'm like, cool, that's an opinion you just keep to yourself. You don't have to put it on social media. You don't have to put it in their comment
It's weird
section.
to do it. It's weird.
Yeah, like you're just like, I fucking hate this, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, cool, I'm glad you took 20 seconds out of your day to be a piece of shit to someone that you used to like that did nothing to you but evolved their career and
I
sound.
used to get caught up into that.
Like,
and
this is-
switched it and been like, well, it's engagement. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's good for the content. It's good for the algorithm. Whether they're positive or negative.
Yeah,
not
bow
good.
to your god,
Yeah.
algorithm.
Algorithm.
Yeah, bow to it because it's
I'd-
what we're all doing, chasing that stupid fuck.
Well, I mean,
There's your drug.
You got 1 minute till 6.
my
What?
It's 1 minute till 6.
Oh fuck. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We're definitely
You got a
done.
little bit of wiggle room.
No, I don't.
We're-
Yeah.
I was gonna try to tell
All
you
right.
like 5 minutes ago, but
Oh, you're good. You're good. Plug your things. Let's get out of here.
This camera, this camera, this camera.
oh, yeah.
Fuck.
Zach X Burns, ZACH X Burns, like when you pee. on Instagram, and that's pretty fucking much it.
That's pretty much it. That's
I
solid.
don't.
I wish that's all we had. Good Lord.
I haven't posted on Twitter in like 6 months. I only use it to find memes,
Right.
and then
Or direct messaging or whatever.
I don't use it for
No,
that.
Instagram.
TikTok is just my brain rot for like once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even. Oof.
Yeah.
I get emails from ours, but that's only because I have access to the email, which is crash.cast.podcast at TikTok, crashcastpod on Twitter, crashcastpod1 on Twitter, crashcastpod on everything else. Check out the Patreon. Thank you for listening. Peace. Sick.